Alright folks, we made it here to Myrtle Beach. We're here at South Bay Inn. We're not in the camper this time. The camper's actually in the shop. We had that little warranty issue with the rear window.
A little bit of a leak in the window, some water coming in on the sink.
So little Debbie's in the shop, so we're in a hotel this time. But we're here in Myrtle Beach. We've actually going to go see Travis Tritt tomorrow night. We've got like third row seats to see him in concert. And love me some Travis Tritt. Been a fan of his for 20-something years now, since back in like the 80s. So. But we're here. We got a great room right here on the beach. You can see behind us. And we'll show you a little clip of the room. We're starving. We drove 6 hours to get here today. So we're fixing to run out to Original Benjamin's. It's all you can eat seafood buffet.
Hopefully they're open.
Yeah, last time we was here in Myrtle Beach, we came the day after hurricane hit. I don't remember which hurricane it was.
I don't remember either. We'll have to look that up.
So anyways, Original Benjamin's was closed last time because they basically had the town evacuated.
And the power was spotty.
Yeah, so we were stupid enough to come on anyways. But we had a great time, and so we want to show you a little bit around the town. But right now we're starving, and we're going to go get something to eat.
Yep. See you soon.
We grew up together, never thought you'd be next to me. At your mother's house when I stole a kiss from your lips. Young and free, we were high on a wild dream, honey in our blood. Felt the rush of your touch, let the feelings grow. Then we fell in love. It's you, it's you. It's always been you. It's you, it's you. It's always been you. Let me hold you after sunset. Be the one to fall asleep beside you, babe. You and I will be forever. Loving you was never a mistake.
Alright guys, we're here at the Original Benjamin's, and all you can eat seafood buffet, and supposed to be one of the best around. Just want to let you guys know though, there is more than one.
Yes, this is not to be confused with Captain Benjamin's. This is the original Benjamin's.
not to knock the other one, because I don't know anything about it.
Yep, we've never been there.
This was the one that was highly recommended, and everybody said make sure you go to the Original Benjamin's. So let's go try it out and get some food, guys.
Yep, let's get some shrimp.
Woo-wee, guys. We have ate until we are stuffed.
Oh, it was so amazing.
I'm telling you, that place has over 170 items on their all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yes. Oh.
And I mean, it was just, oh my gosh. I mean, there's few places we've been that has that much food on their buffet.
Well, and everything was fresh. It was all wonderful. There was not anything we had that was bad, guys. It's amazing.
Yeah. Just a little bit things we learned while we was in there. They've actually been in business over 30 years. Mm-hmm. And they actually, all the seafood they claim is local. They actually have their own
fleet of shipping boats.
Yeah,
shrimp
boats. Yeah, they got their own fleet of shrimp boats, which was pretty amazing. And I mean, the atmosphere in there, it's all nautical themed. Mm-hmm. And I mean, man, it was incredible.
Well, the wait staff is all in captain's uniforms. The atmosphere is great. Everything in there just looks so cool, guys. It's a great experience.
Yeah, it was really cool. So I highly recommend it if you ever get up here. Just remember, it is Original Benjamin's, not the other one. But it's so funny, the people in front of us actually had a coupon, because they do have some coupons going on there. You can save like $4 or $5 a person on the buffet. Mm-hmm. Buffet for us was like $37.99. We didn't use any coupons, and again, they're not sponsors or anything like that to give us a review. This is all totally just us on vacation. Mm-hmm. But again, $37.99. I think that's great for that size of buffet. I mean, and like I say, they had everything you could want.
Well, and my dad referred us to this place. We were here about a year and a half ago, just after the hurricane hit, and Original Benjamin's was closed, and so we were not able to experience it. So glad we came back this year.
Yeah, it was well worth coming back to. As you can see back here in the background, you see the sign for the Carolina Opry. This is where we'll be at tomorrow night to see Travis Tritt.
Yay!
We was going to record this back there at the restaurant, but I kid you not, we went. The restaurant opened at 3 o'clock. We got there at 3:15, so we got there right as they opened.
The parking lot was already pretty full at that point in time.
Yeah, we left at 4:40. There was not a parking spot in the place, so there was people waiting for us to pull out. So I hated to sit there and try to record. I thought somebody might run over me or something with my parking spot. So we actually came down the road a little ways and recorded here. So sorry for the background road noise, but you know, we wanted to kind of get out of the way so somebody else could have our parking spot, and it just so happened this is right down the road, so we wanted to show you where we're going to be at tomorrow night. So
yeah, but Original Benjamin's, big thumbs up, 5 stars, all the accolades. It's awesome.
Yeah. Hey everybody, we're still here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and just went out for lunch today, and trying to find, when we're in the town, we always try to find something local, something different, something that you don't see everywhere else.
Something we've never eaten before.
Yeah, and so we round up here at Brix Wood Fire Pizza. That's Brixx, but it's they've said they've only been open, what did they say, about a year and a half?
About a year and a half, yep.
And so it's a pretty new place here. It's kind of in between North Myrtle Beach and South Myrtle Beach, more towards the north side. But it was great. We had a waitress in there named Solar that was a hoot.
She was amazing.
And she took great care of us. First time I've ever had everything in there. They don't have any microwaves, no ovens.
All fresh ingredients.
Everything is wood fired in a brick oven grill. And so we had wood fired. I had wood fired wings, which was amazing, and then we tried some of their specialty pizzas too, and so it was great. Just want to give them a shout out.
Highly recommend it, guys.
Absolutely. If you're ever up here in this area, for sure, try them out. Ask for Solar. She'll make your day.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, guys, we just got back from an amazing concert. Again, we saw Travis Tritt at the Carolina Opry tonight here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
And he was awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was an all acoustic set on the stage. I'll throw up some clips. Again, I'm not going to show too much because you'll learn from us. We're just one of those people that, you know, this guy worked hard for his money, and I'm not going to broadcast his whole show and take anything away from him. And again, if I did, it ain't gonna do it justice. You need to go see him in concert. But it was so amazing because it was all acoustic. We had third row seats. We was literally 30 feet from where he sat down.
It was just like being in his living room.
Yeah, it was just amazing. And you know, I grew up listening to this guy. I've seen him many times, way back before he ever got his first album deal.
Even went and hung out with him at his house one time.
And so it was really cool. I mean, again, it was just like hanging out in his living room and listening to him play. So it was amazing. If you ever get a chance to go see him, you will not be disappointed. And I mean, it was really the basis of our whole trip coming here. Was we've had these tickets, I think, for well over a year. I think we bought them January of last year. Immediately as soon as they went on sale, I got on there and got the best tickets I could get.
So we've had these tickets since before we ever even knew Randall had cancer.
Yeah, and you know, and you know, and hearing him sing and talk tonight, it just, you know, it makes you appreciate things, guys. You know, again, we touched on it a little bit in our Animal Kingdom video, and I'll touch on it here too. You don't know what life's going to bring you. And, in the words of Travis Tritt in one of his songs, it's a great day to be alive. And so, again, when we bought these tickets, we had no idea what life was going to throw at us. And, to be able to still come here and hear him, it's just, I'm glad to be alive.
There's no other words.
So, I hope you enjoy this video, guys. Again, it was really personal for us, and I want to share that with you guys. And so, again, I hope you enjoy what we do. If you do, please subscribe, tell your friends, and again, tune in every week. We'll bring you something else exciting next week.
We love you guys. Stay tuned.
Booking agents and people like that came up to me and they begged me. They said, you know what? You need to go out and do an entire tour with just you and a guitar like that. Man, it'd be great. I strongly disagreed. I told them, I said, y'all crazy as hell. I said, listen, nobody in their right mind, and I honestly believe this back then, nobody in their right mind is going to ever pay good money to come out and see a guy like me sit on a stool and play guitar and sing for 2 hours. It's never going to happen. Thank God I was wrong. And the only reason that I was wrong, I misjudged you folks. I misjudged my audience. Because the fact is that since the very beginning of my career, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, y'all have stood behind me and you've supported me and you've let me know how much my music has meant to you throughout all these years. And that means the world to me. So thank you so much. God bless you. I love every one of you. On the horse-like town, the trains are riding into my dream. Run on the pressure, the blood, the sweat, the muscle, and the steam. And that was Warner Brothers Records, and I was tickled to death because I've been playing for years before that, playing anywhere they'd pay me $1 to play. I played beer joints and honky-tonks and bowling alleys, biker bars, pool hall. Yeah, I played behind chicken wire. Just like the Blues Brothers. But when I got signed in '87, I didn't realize, there were several things I didn't realize. I didn't realize, first of all, that it was going to be 2 years from the time I got signed until I was able to release my first single. And I also didn't realize that a lot of friends of mine that were getting signed around that same time, they'd got a much better deal than I got. Right? They were getting signed, all my buddies and friends, people that I knew that were getting signed around that time, they got signed to something called an album deal. Now what an album deal is basically the record label is going to record an entire album of 10, 11, or 12 songs, and they're going to put that album out, and then they're going to release singles off of that album every few months for the next year or year and a half. And that's a great deal. My deal wasn't quite that good. My deal was something called a 3 singles deal. It's what Warner Brothers used to sign every artist they ever signed, from Randy Travis to Dwight Yoakam to whoever, Highway 101, you name it. And the 3 singles deal means they are going to do exactly that. They're going to record 3 singles on you, And if one of those 3 singles does not go top 10, you're done. You're out. So when that first single came out in August of 1989, man, I was as nervous as a possum shitting peach seeds, man. I was nervous. If that's too graphic for you, I'm sorry. I apologize. But I was nervous. And so I was praying, dear God, please let this first single be a top 10 single. And my prayers were answered, because not only was that first song a top 10 single, but it also became the largest selling country music single that Warner Brothers Records had ever released up to that point. And that song went something like this right here. I took a double take out on the interstate when I saw her. I wish that more of the artists that were coming out today kind of paid tribute to the people that opened the doors up for everybody in country music in the first place. And I don't think that happens near enough. So after that interview was over, I was thinking about a song that I did way back in the 90s. And this is a song that was never a single, but it was on an album. And when I did it back then, I wasn't trying to make any kind of a statement about country music or anything else at the time. I was simply doing a song that I really liked, right? But as I've thought about it, I'm damn sure going to use this song to make a statement about country music now. This is a tune I did called Country Ain't Country No More. He was raised on a tractor in overalls and boots. You folks are wonderful. Thank y'all so much. I mentioned to you earlier about Elvis. What a huge fan I was. I got an opportunity fairly early in my career to record an Elvis song. And up to that point, I was scared to death to record an Elvis song because I know how Elvis fans are. I'm the same way. You screw up an Elvis song, they don't ever forgive you. Matter of fact, if you screw it up too bad, they show up at your house with torches and pitchforks and stuff. So I was very reluctant, even though I had done in my early years when I was playing clubs, I played every Elvis song you could think of. But I was always nervous about recording it until I got a call one day from Hollywood. And somebody said on the other end of the line, they said, we're with so-and-so movie studio, and we're doing a new motion picture called Honeymoon in Vegas with Nicolas Cage and Sarah Jessica Parker and James Caan. And all of the soundtrack is going to be Elvis songs from newer artists. And we want you to do a song called Burning Love. And I thought, yeah, man, I know that song. So I did it on this soundtrack. And nobody complained. So I thought, man, this is good. I may get a chance to do this again. And on my very next album, which was my third album, there was a song that I used to play in the clubs every night that I always said to myself, it was an old Elvis song, I always said to myself, if I ever get a record deal, I'm going to record this song because it describes exactly what I do for a living every single night. And so I went in and recorded it. And the amazing part of this story is, and I don't know to this day how in the hell this happened, but I ended up getting a bigger hit with this song than Elvis did. Go figure. But it's a song that's, I know you're going to recognize it right off the bat. And it's difficult to play this song with just me and acoustic guitar, but I'm going to give it a shot, all right? It goes like this. From a 9 till a 1:30. Say hey, everybody put your hands up with me, come on. Say hey, y'all do it together, I want to see them. Say hey, oh, smelting all you be. So Travis Tritt, God bless y'all, thank you so much. You better want to clap, thank you. Required one thing. Anytime I've covered somebody else's material, the only thing that I require is that I be allowed to do it my way. So this is one of my favorite all-time Beatles songs done my way. This is a song called Help. I was younger, so much younger than today. Never needed anybody help in any way. Those days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Finally found to change my mind, nothing out the door. Help me if you can. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me. Love you too.
But I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in her grave. Will the servant be unbroken? Thy Lord, by and by. There's a fair home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Come on, clap your hands. There will the servant be unbroken. Thy Lord, by and by. There's a fair home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. There will the servant be unbroken. Thy Lord, by and by. There's a fair home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. God bless y'all. Thank you for coming. Good night, everybody.